The 80s were such a great time for those beefy fucking like if you were going to be an action star, you had to be, it seems like Steven Seagal has always kind of been the exception to that rule. Like he was always in shape, I suppose, and athletic looking, but he was like the fourth rate action star behind guys like Arnold, Stallone, even Jean-Claude Van Damme. And then just you see the supporting cast of those movies, the bad guys were often the same group of guys who were also like these big muscle head motherfuckers, just probably Arnold's buddies at Gold's Gym. Like he's like, would you like a bath in the movie? Yeah, you're jacked. Let's go. It just everybody was huge. I love that about those movies. I wish that would come back because I feel like now everybody's just sort of, I don't know, athletic-ish.
Yeah,
they're not Arnold.
A lot more like liberal with steroid use in the movies back then. I think like they didn't talk about it, but I mean like they would sauce it up pretty hard, and it would be guys that were just like actual bodybuilders in their regular life that just got thrown into movies, even if they weren't like the actual most popular or I guess best actor for the job.
How does Stallone?
That's how the Mountain is. Like, the Mountain's not a bodybuilder. Thor Bjornsson or whatever.
Yeah,
but like he was a power lifter. And that's why they picked him for the Mountain. They're just like, who's the biggest human on Earth?
He didn't have to talk.
To be able to talk.
Yeah.
That guy.
How do the action stars of the 80s compare to the Avengers of today? Like the Helmsworth,
way bigger.
The Chris Evans, way bigger.
I haven't even watched all those Avengers, but fucking Arnold and those guys in Predator would dwarf any
Stallone.
Dude,
look at Stallone in Rocky 2. Stallone in Rocky 2 doesn't look like a human being anymore. He's packed on so much muscle on that tiny little frame.
I don't talk like one either.
I think Arnold might like drag up the average a bit though, because he was so much bigger than everybody else. So like when I'm thinking, oh, compare the 80s to now, I'm thinking Arnold shits on everyone. But it's like I feel like if you put like Hemsworth beside like Stallone or something in their peak, Stallone's way more lean, but some of these guys in size are like not that far off. It's just Arnold and some of like the other bodybuilders that just blow everyone out of the water now.
Yeah, and like you always had to find a giant guy to play opposite Arnold, and a lot of, not always. And Terminator's a good example of they went completely opposite with Robert Patrick in Terminator 2, and with what's his name in Terminator 1. You know, those were just regular sized guys, maybe even undersized guys. But if you look at like the Conan the Barbarian movies, you always had some giant motherfucker opposite him.
Yeah.
Yeah, those pictures of Arnold and Conan are insane.
Yeah.
He looks like an actual superhero.
He had to slim down for that because he couldn't do the sword work.
But
he was too big to like swing a sword. That's hilarious.
But then you see what Wilt Chamberlain looked like, and he was ginormous too, right? Am I in the right movie?
Wilt Chamberlain?
I think Wilt was definitely in one of them. It may have been the second one. I know he was
tall
in
and
that.
lean though.
He was in Conan the Destroyer.
Yeah, it's the second one. Yeah, he's got that fur hat. He's the princess's bodyguard, looking after that pussy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Here.
Is he dead?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if Wilt Chamberlain's dead.
Yeah, there.
Oh, that's that picture. Yeah, I've seen this picture.
Yes,
before.
he is dead.
Yeah, but it
died 21 years ago.
Schwarzenegger doesn't look that big when he stands between Wilt Chamberlain and Andre the Giant. And Wilt
Nobody looks
Chamberlain,
big standing next to Andre.
Volkswagen.
But look at Wilt Chamberlain's bicep. Like for a guy as tall as he is, it's still ginormous.
But look at like Wilt Chamberlain and Arnold are facing the camera square, so you can see like the full width of their bodies. Andre is just angled casually, and he's still wider than either of them.
Andre had to angle casually so he could fit between those two trucks.
Yeah, you're right. He did. Yeah,
I love Andre the Giant. Oh, that's another question. Like the old WWF wrestlers, who was the biggest among them? Because Hulk Hogan was really big. Macho Man was really big.
Wasn't that guy he wore like a leotard that went over his shoulder, called something the Giant, a big giant guy?
Well, Andre the Giant was.
Not that guy. The other one.
Have you seen
the Big Show?
Ultimate Warrior?
The Big
that
Show
guy looked pretty fucking good.
Ultimate Warrior was huge. The Iron Sheik was big.
The Ultimate Warrior.
Iron Sheik is hilarious on Twitter.
He was the one I like because he was like a physique competitor kind of.
Yeah. So he was like, he's not tall as fuck, so he wasn't like just overall big, but his actual like development of everything was, I feel, the best of anyone, or at least the top of anyone.
Oh yeah, that's
ultimate. Jesus Christ, that guy's a monster.
Yeah.
He's so big.
This particular one looks like a toy or
that guy
something.
is huge.
Wow, look at his nipples. Like that guy has some telltale signs of gear.
He's got the bitty.
Mm.
Bitty. You drink from that bitty, you'd get strong.
You get the runoff.
He's on so much Deanna Ball. There is definitely some runoff. You could lick his sweat and get jacked.
That's the origin of muscle milk.
He's so big. He's so big.
Yeah. If I was Hulk Hogan, I'm showing his picture now. I don't think I'd want to be in the ring with him. I think people would be like, Hulk, do you even work out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you
and
getting
this guy was probably like
or...
6'5" or something.
This guy? Oh, yeah.
I don't know. These guys are all enormous.
See, this is a little, well, this is pretty early. This is still Hogan's like yellow panty career. So it's not that early. I mean, it's not that late. He hasn't gone into Hollywood Hulk Hogan mode yet. And I see he is in the ring with a fellow wearing a mask, which is also WWF style. So
that's the Ultimate Warrior. It's face paint. Is that what, are we looking at the same thing?
Well, yeah, probably. I was looking at the first one. Isn't that a mask? Yeah, that's a mask that the first guy has. But I'm with you. I'm with you. It's yeah, they're both very big. The thing about Hogan though, look how much taller he is.
How tall is Hulk Hogan? Like 6'6", 6'7"?
I think he's 6'7" or 6'8".
What a monster. And he looks like a child next to Andre.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the WrestleMania where he slams Andre? He picks him up.
Yes.
I think you actually showed us that clip on the show before when we were talking about it.
It's not all that impressive, but you got to keep in mind, he's lifting a quarter ton.
Right? It's like he kind of
put it like that.
Barely got it. Like, you know, he didn't lift him up. He just sort of let him carry through with the momentum. Yeah,
he was just like yeah.
He was the
over me, Andre.
over which the guy,
but he played fulcrum.
But still, if it was me, the fulcrum would have just smashed to the ground and not done it.
Yeah, you'd been crushed underneath him.
Right.
And Andre probably would have been injured because by that point he could barely fucking walk. And he's like, I'm sorry, I can't get off of you. He's so fucking
Andre
big.
Schwarzenegger, I think, in that.
Yeah, I can't do a very good Andre. I don't know how. It's just super deep.
The only thing that sucks about looking like that is you look super impressive, but you pretty much almost guaranteed you're going to have like heart disease at 50 or something.
I mean, I think it's pretty well established that professional wrestlers live long and healthy lives.
Is he dead, the Ultimate Warrior? I think he might be.
Yeah, he is.
His family definitely
He's probably
he took him
dead.
out, right?